Hi guys, welcome to another episode of Nuggets News, where I'm trying to use my experience that I've gained in the crypto world over the past 5 years to help bring you new guys in the space up to speed with how it all works. Okay, so I want to give a shout out to Igor. He used the link below to create a Coinbase account. He gets $10 US of Bitcoin, sends a few dollars my way. I can help me grow this channel, improve the quality of these videos, and bring better content to you guys. Okay, so you guys have asked me to do a video on when's best to take gains, okay, daily, weekly, or monthly. So I want to talk about a few things that I've learned over my years in the space and why I think it's safer to stay with the larger market cap coins, um, and why these lower market cap coins are more risky. Okay, you can see these ones are the ones that fluctuate more wildly, so that there is money to be made, but a lot of the time these things are just going up due to sentiment and hype that I talked about a little bit the other night in another video. Okay, so if you haven't watched my other videos, please watch those first before we get into this one. We're trying to build on each video in the series to further your knowledge. Okay, so back in the day when I was first getting into crypto, okay, there's a lot of the same thing. There's coins that have already come and gone. So that's what I want you guys to be aware of. If you've got into a smaller coin, you've made some nice gains. A lot of the time it's just because all these coins are going up. It's not because you've necessarily done a lot of research and you think the coin's got good fundamentals. And that's a question I always want you to ask yourself, okay? Is the coin you're throwing money at, does it have fundamental reason why it's going to go up in price? Is it solving a problem that another coin doesn't already solve, or is it bringing some new technology to the table? Is it doing something that another coin doesn't already do? Okay, so you've got to ask yourself that before you just throw your money away. Okay, respect your capital, because you can be putting it into good quality coins. You don't want to lose another coin that goes down 50% in a week when you could have put it in a safer place. Okay, so back when I first started, Aurora coin was pumped up as the official coin of Iceland. Okay, they did what they called an airdrop, where they were going to give it to every citizen in Iceland. This was going to be the next big thing. So I think I threw a bit of money at it, maybe a couple $100, somewhere in between $1 and $100 here. Okay, so now look at it today, below $1, worthless. So I know exactly how you guys are feeling. I threw a bit of money at this. I was reading about it. It's all the hype, it's all the rage, but I didn't do my research. I didn't know anything about it. Now that money's gone, okay? Now I want to move on to the Bitcoin price. So back in the day here, 2013, 2012, this is when I started reading about Bitcoin, and I thought to myself, wow, this technology sounds really cool, okay? So you can't quite see it here, but this little spike here was a run up to $250, okay? And then it crashed back down, right down to $50. And that's when I bought my first Bitcoin, okay? When it had crashed from 250 to 50. So if I hadn't have had money on the sidelines, okay, I wouldn't have been able to buy. So just because something's going down in price, if you fundamentally think that it's a good coin, don't be afraid to buy it when it's on the way down, okay? So then we saw this huge run up from around the $100 mark all the way up to $1,000, and everyone, like, Bitcoin was the new big thing. Okay, we hadn't seen anything like this since the tech stock bubble in '99. Everyone was hyping it. It was just everyone was jumping on board, throwing money at it. Okay, and then it crashed. Then there was rumors of China going to ban Bitcoin. Okay, Mount Gox had the hack here. Okay, people thought Bitcoin had been hacked. People didn't understand what had actually happened. Okay, Bitcoin never got hacked. It was just a website, Mount Gox, that had Bitcoin on there. So fundamentally, the fundamentals were still good. You had 2 years here, and I bought more Bitcoin down here when it was back to $200. Okay, because I knew my dad was saying, "Oh, what happened to Bitcoin? It was $1,000, and now it's down to 200." But I said, "No, the technology and the reason I bought this coin still exists." Okay, so I guess I'm already starting to answer that question. Okay, if your fundamentals don't play themselves out over days or weeks, they play themselves out over months or years, and that's what I really want you guys to understand new to this space. So now we've seen Bitcoin go absolutely exponential lately. I honestly was starting to think it was overpriced when we were down here in the high thousands, okay? But you don't know when hype takes over. You don't know how high these things can go. my previous video, I said I think Bitcoin can keep going up, but obviously it's going to correct back down at some stage, and depends how deep the correction is from how high it goes and where might be a good place to buy. So like I said in my last video, deploy maybe 50% of your money into the coins you like, but keep some money on the sidelines, because at some stage this is going to correct, and you want to be the smart guy that buys when it's down. You don't want to be the guy that buys up here at the very top just because you're chasing hype and you're seeing green on your screen every day. Okay. All right, next up, the coin that I really want to talk about, the one that gets me excited the most, is Ethereum. Okay, so this is for a number of reasons. I'm going to show you the Ethereum price on the Bitfinex exchange now. So Bitfinex is the largest trading exchange in the world now. Okay, so for you guys that want to trade a little bit, Bitfinex has an awesome platform, a good user interface for charting here. They also have really clear order book for buying and selling. They list a number of coins now, which is really cool. So plenty of options. So I want to talk about back here, Ethereum price. It got up to about $20-something. Okay, so I bought some Ethereum. I was pretty excited about it at the time. Seeing green on my screen every day, but then they had an issue with a company using Ethereum got hacked, and the price crashed all the way from $20 right back down to $6 here. Okay, so again, I knew, even though my account was red 50%, I'd bought a coin that I'd done the research on. I knew the fundamentals were good. I wasn't looking to make profits in a day or a week, and I put more money into it when it got that low. Okay, so I started telling my friends. A few of you guys are following, probably watching this video. You guys know that we bought Ethereum in the $12, $13 range. Okay. Now I just want to zoom out to the 1 year chart on Ethereum. If this is going to work for me. No. Okay. Cool. There we go. It's loaded up. So ignore the technical analysis stuff I've got on here, but basically every time Ethereum's had a good run, it's pulled back and consolidated at a high level. So this is just a bit of technical analysis I play around with. Don't mind that too much. What I want to get at is, every time it's had a big run, there's a little pullback. There's always a chance to buy in. Okay, so we've had another big run. There's a fair chance that somewhere down the line, okay, once this run finishes, maybe it's at $300. Who knows? It's going to retrace to one of these levels. So you want to have money on the sidelines to buy when this pulls back. And the point I want to drive home is, the best money that I've made is by buying good coins and holding onto them. The fundamentals support them. More people are going to find out about the good coins, and money is going to flood in. Now, I want to talk about why I think Ethereum is the #1 coin. This is the creator, Vitalik Buterin. Okay, he's a Russian programmer. This guy is an absolute genius. He's a once-in-a-lifetime child prodigy. Okay, read my T-shirt. That's enough social interaction for one day. Okay, what a legend. This guy is just a machine. Okay, he pumps out the code. He started working on Bitcoin. He thought, right, I can build something that's better than this. So like I spoke about in the last videos, the Bitcoin network's really congested now. It's taking hours to send transactions, whereas Ethereum, less than 15 seconds. And I'll discuss later on this video about the planned upgrades for the network. So smart money is moving into Ethereum. So this is the Ethereum Enterprise Alliance. So these are big companies that have already said, we love Ethereum technology. We are going to use the Ethereum blockchain. Okay, so these companies recognize that the blockchain can optimize the way their business runs. So, and they've said, we recognize that the Ethereum blockchain is better than Bitcoin. So just have a look at some of these companies, guys. BP, okay, Credit Suisse, Deloitte, Microsoft, Samsung. These are some of the biggest companies in the world. Okay, Toyota. When these guys start using Ethereum, these guys think about the money that's going to pour into this space. So a lot of these guys will use what they call a private chain. So they might have Ethereum technology running on their companies that's separate from the main Ethereum chain, but that's all going to link into the Ethereum public chain eventually. So I know you guys think that Bluetooth might be cool, being able to hook your phone up to your car, but you just wait until we have Microsoft being able to talk to your Toyota car and all this just running on the Ethereum network through smart contracts. Okay, this stuff is honestly the coolest thing that I've seen since Google or Apple came along. This is once in a lifetime technology. Okay, guys. Ethereum name service. So this is another. These group of guys are basically making domains. So instead of going to somewhere.com, you'll go to somewhere.eth. Okay. So again, think about once people are going to Microsoft.eth. It's just Ethereum is going to ingrain itself in the population. People aren't going to know necessarily that they're using the technology, but it's going to be in their phones, their computers, their cars, their homes. It's going to be everywhere if the Ethereum roadmap keeps going to plan, which it has so far. So this is the Ethereum roadmap that I've sort of touched on a little bit already. Okay, have a read about it if you want more details. But basically, every few months the Ethereum network is planning on upgrading itself even more. So 15-second transaction times at the moment, they've spoken about getting that down as low as 2 seconds. Okay, then they've spoken about having what they call off-network solutions. So think of the Ethereum main network, and then you have these companies using networks to the sides that are even faster again, so off-channel networks. They call this the Raid and Lightning network. It's going to be that fast. And then once those companies do all their transactions, they sort of sync up back with the main Ethereum chain, if that makes sense. So again, these are the reasons why I love the Ethereum. They've laid out what they want to do. Okay, the next upgrade's coming in the next 2 months. I think the Metropolis upgrade is planned. Further down the road, they've got Casper and Serenity. So awesome stuff. The further upgrades down the road are going to incorporate aspects of privacy. So that's going to threaten a lot of the privacy coins like Dash and Monero. Okay, so another reason that I just think Ethereum can steal market cap off other coins. It's going to be faster, it's going to be private, it's going to be quicker, everyone's going to be using it. Now, I don't want to be seen to pumping up just Ethereum, okay? I still hold Bitcoin, I still hold a few other coins. I really love the tokens on the Ethereum network if you want to diversify and invest in a few different things. But for me, guys, this is game-changing technology. So I hope that answers a few of your questions. If you do hold smaller coins, if you think there's nothing fundamental behind them, whether you're sitting on a profit or a loss, I've spoken about how to use Shapeshift to deposit your smaller coins and get Ethereum back. Store it somewhere safe on your wallet, on your home computer, your hardware wallet. Again, don't look short term, guys. The way to make money is long term. I hope I've answered your question. Keep up the chat on the Facebook group. It's awesome to see the banter going on there, the excitement and the hype. But like I said, don't get sucked in. Keep some money on the sidelines. You want to buy up more of these things if they go down. I think Ethereum's the best one, but I'm sure you guys, there's others you like out there as well. Make sure it's got something behind it. Okay, cheers.